I'm Tracy Baxter with today's Record Newswatch. That sound familiar? It does if you were among those who had to scrape the ice off your car before heading off to work this morning. Most of us dread this wintry job, but Wesley Ballenbach of Unionville was putting a positive spin on things during this messy morning.
I think it's perfect time for the weather, and it's right around Christmas, and my birthday's coming up on Christmas too. I hope it snows so I get off of work.
Wesley could be getting his wish. More on that in a moment. Before it turned to rain, the sleet and freezing rain that coated our vehicles and made driving a challenge overnight and this morning did result in school closings throughout the Hudson Valley and Catskills and made for slower going on roads made slippery by the mixed precipitation. The weather challenge tomorrow may be an accumulation of some snow. The details in the local forecast coming up in a couple of minutes. The controversial townhouse project under construction in Bloomingberry is back in the news with word that development opponents have filed suit in state Supreme Court demanding that Bloomingberry Village Mayor Mark Berenson step down because of what they say are conflicts of interest and municipal law violations involving land deals. It's the latest development in a community where vocal opponents are calling for an investigation into allegations of corruption. And they say an unresponsive village board has sold them out by permitting high-density housing that will negatively impact their community. Bloomingberry Village Board is scheduled to meet this week in what would be its first meeting in months. Troubles are mounting for Waldemir Maldonado. The 35-year-old Poughkeepsie man is currently in custody for allegedly stealing thousands of dollars worth of jewelry from B&L Jewelers in New Paltz and from a store in New Jersey. Now comes word Maldonado has been additionally charged with the theft of more than $6,000 worth of jewelry from A. Rizzi & Sons in Highland back on November 12th. Maldonado is in Ulster County Jail without bail following his arraignment on the latest round of burglary and grand larceny charges. It happened 72 years ago, but there are those among us who want to make sure we never forget what happened back on December 7th, 1941. And the village of Montgomery was one of the places where veterans organizations and local residents came together for a Pearl Harbor Day observance, this one at Powell's Landing Pavilion on the shore of the Wallkill River. The Montgomery Commemoration Saturday was organized by the Osborne Fitzsimmons American Legion Post 521.
We would like to keep the memory of the devastating attack on Pearl Harbor right out front, especially for the youth of America to realize that is what drew America into World War II. The loss of life was by far the worst aspect of all of it, and if this can be avoided in the future through diplomatic means or by any means necessary, that would be far better for all concerned.
Total of 2,335 servicemen were killed and 1,100 wounded on that day of infamy. 8 U.S. battleships were either sunk or damaged during the Japanese sneak attack. When Annie Rabbitt becomes Orange County Clerk January 1st, her 98th District State Assembly seat will become vacant. Deer Park Town Supervisor Carl Brabenec says he's just the person to take over. Brabenec, a Republican, formally announced his intention to run Sunday at the Greenwood Lake American Legion Hall. Brabenec says among his platform points will be property tax reform and promoting small business. Governor Andrew Cuomo may decide to schedule a special election early next year to fill the vacancy. If he doesn't, Brabenec says he will run in November. Currently, there are no announced Democrats, although former Washingtonville Mayor Republican Kevin Hudson has indicated an interest in the Assembly seat. The 98th District covers several southern Orange County towns, as well as the Rockland County town of Ramapo. City of Kingston police say their investigation into several past burglaries at business offices on Broadway led to the arrest of a city resident. 25-year-old Jeremy Blaber of Orchard Street in Kingston has been charged with felony burglary for the break-ins at 516 Broadway. Blaber was being held pending arraignment in Kingston City Court. And call it a win-win for any child who loves Santa Claus and trains. The U.S. Marine Corps Reserve's Toys for Tots special made stops in several Orange County communities on Sunday, giving generous folks a chance to donate toys to this annual holiday season cause that enlists volunteers and equipment from 5 different railroad operations. Aboard the train, 8 members of the Marine Corps Reserve stationed at the Stewart Air National Guard Base in New Windsor. Train traveled from Warwick to Walden with toy loading stops at Sugarloaf, Campbell Hall, and Montgomery in between. Santa and his elves were there for photo ops with the kids. Toys collected during this run were then trucked to the Stewart Air Guard Base, where they will be distributed to needy area children. A little snow, not freezing rain or sleet, is in our forecast for tomorrow. Tuesday will be another cloudy day with snow showers and possible accumulations of an inch or so in parts of the Hudson Valley and Catskills. Temperatures will reach the low 30s tomorrow. Wednesday will be partly sunny and cold. The mercury probably won't get any higher than 30 degrees on Wednesday. Stay informed by starting your day with the Times-Herald Record. And for breaking news and the latest weather information, keep clicking here at Record Online. For Record Newswatch, I'm Tracy Baxter.